welcome back to my channel, Simple Life of Jolene. Yes guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for holding it down with me. Anyways, today I wanted to do a video. So my video is I want to call myself out and I'm sure maybe somebody's out there want to do the same thing. So I thought, like, you know what, sometime in order for us to hold ourselves accountable on things that we have done, is we have to call ourselves out, either if it's a BS or, you know, all these things we do, whatever it is. Sometimes you have to call yourself out so that way you can learn from it and grow from it and become better. So one of my thing is, in my New Year's resolution was I want to cut down on the cost of my grocery bill. I will sit down back in December and I look back on my statement, and I will put it here, and it was showing me that I spent over $1,700 on like grocery, and I was like, something is wrong. Like, I am spending over my norm. So I have went cold turkey and I have cut down on my shopping for clothes, and now I have picked up a new bad habit in shopping for grocery, which in a sense a lot of people might look at grocery and say grocery is not a bad habit. It is good because you always need food. It is good, don't get me wrong, but it becomes bad when you're spending above your limit. So for this year, I tackle myself and tell myself that I want to cut my grocery bill in half. So first I told myself that, okay, I want to cut it down to $400. And then I said, maybe I'm being too drastic. It's almost like I'm trying to be cold turkey in like booming, like very fast. So I said, okay, I will go from 400 to 6. And if I pass 600, then it's gonna be a problem. So I want to cut it down to $600 a month, and if I can get it from 600, maybe then I can move it down to 400. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna recap for January 31st, 2022 to see how I'm doing. So if you guys want to see if I actually meet my goal or how I did for my grocery costs for January 31st, well, keep on watching and let's get straight into the video. So yes guys, I'm not gonna even go down in no nitty-gritty. We're gonna go straight into it. So what I'm gonna do for this video, I'm gonna do it on the computer and I'm gonna screen record and kind of like walk you guys through so you guys can see as I punch in the number and all the receipts. So I have to go through all of my receipts and I have to put it down there, and I have to add up all of it on the computer so I can show you guys what I've spent, so we can see if I hit the target, and I will also come up with ideas what I'm gonna do differently to kind of keep myself on track, and what is my game plan and what are my goals for February. All right, so let's do this. Okay guys, so we are gonna tally up all these receipts so we can get to the root of this all and expose myself and see how much I have spent. So I'm gonna do a screen record on my phone so you guys can see it. So let's start. So let's tally up the first receipt. So the first receipt is $49.53. Go back. Plus, that doesn't count. That's not a receipt. Sorry. $79.55 plus. $80.07 plus $42.22 plus $237.45 plus $22.28. Sorry guys for the gaming. this game keep popping up. Sorry. So 223.55. And last one, 102.56. So it's saying that I spent for January 837.22. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, so pretty much that's really a lot, and I went like so it was, let's look at it again. So it was 837.21. So technically I went, if I was doing for this, going for the 600, I went 237.21 over. If I was looking at it at the 400 perspective, I went over by 437.21. So I am gonna give myself the benefit of doubt and try to make some lame excuse for January, and I'm gonna say maybe this happened because I move, and you know, normally when you move you throw out stuff and you kind of like downsize certain stuff to be able to be easier for you to pack. So I'm gonna use the excuse and say maybe because I'm just moving and I'm trying to like pretty much rebuy and reorganize the kitchen, so that's the reason why I spent. But at the same time, that's not an excuse. I went over my limit. So what I have to do now, because this is the first of the month, and actually this is when, I guess when I post this video, it's gonna be maybe say Friday. So let's say February 4th, because I did this smack dead on January 31st because I wanted to like call myself out, so I did it. So for February now, I decided that my set budget is gonna be 400. I am not gonna go over 400. I have to tackle this really hard. So now I have to go back and look at those receipts and see what I overspent on, what was kind of too expensive, see what I can cut out, what I can try and cost save to kind of bring my bill back down to the budget that I give myself. And what I'm going to try really hard to do, because one of my issues is I will still go like, even though I'm like, okay, I have this budget, but I'm like, but I really want this, instead of me telling myself, no, you can't buy it because you are now over your budget, so you have to wait till next month. So I have to now kind of like be really hard on myself, really strict to go into the grocery store and pick what I want to pick. Also go and look at the list and see the stores that I'm shopping, and see which ones are maybe too expensive, so they're costing more, and see if there's a store like, say for instance, here in Canada we have No Frills and Food Basic. That's a pretty much cheaper store. See if I go maybe shop at those stores more instead of shopping at the more higher end store, would help me to cut the cost. So I will be doing back a video on February, the end of February, to show you guys if I was able to hit my budget. So this is going to be strict. So because I went over my budget by, say I was trying for 600, I went over by 237, I am going to stick to the 400. I'm not going to say 6 because I went over. So I'm going to say I already overspent for the 6th for February. So I have to stick to, say, $370. Let's do it that way. So right now I did grocery shopping last week, which was the week of the 24th of January. So I said I'm not going, and I'm trying to hold myself accountable to go back to the grocery store to pick up any big grocery shopping until February 7th. So not this week, the week after. So let's see how we do. But I will come back and recap. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you guys are having the same issue. I find that grocery is so expensive, and if you don't put yourself on a budget and try to restrict yourself, you end up overspending and buying things that you don't really need. So maybe one of the things you have to look on is see if you can buy things when they're on sale instead of buying it when it's not on sale and it costs more money. And maybe starting to look at stuff that you're buying but you're not using, and that's kind of like unwanted spending and waste of money. So I have to now go and look through, see what the kids are not eating. If I'm buying snack and they're not eating that right away, to see maybe for this grocery bill I don't really buy those stuff. So I'm going to do a lot of deep research on my grocery bill, actually make a list and buy only the stuff then that I see that we use often. Some stuff is kind of hard for you to cut, especially like for vegetable, because during this type of year when it's winter, vegetable costs a lot more money, but there is time where they have vegetable on sale, so maybe you can think of buying it when it's on sale, cut it up and put it in the freezer, and that will be costed. Or what I can also do too, instead of wasting food where I'm going out there buying more and spending more, is if when I buy these items and if I don't use them right away, if there's other way I can store it to make it last a little longer, to cut my cost of going out there and spend. But anyways, I am gonna end it here. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Let me know if you guys are trying the same thing for 2022 to hold yourself accountable on something. It might not be grocery billing. Maybe you're buying a lot of clothes and you're trying to cut down and you're trying to find ways. But let me know what are some of your goals for 2020. I haven't done my 2020 what should I say, resolution in a sense yet, because what I like to do is I don't like to do it right as New Year's come. I would like to wait at least a month, because that way sometimes when you do it right in a month you tend to drop off the wagon faster. But this is one of like my main issue that I know, because as I said, as you see before, I spent $1,700 last month, and I just realized that that's way too much money. And in a sense, I am proud of myself to say, okay, I went from like spending $1,200 to now drop down to $800, or $1,700 to now $800. That is a big drop and a little bit of saving, but I would want to even go lower if I can. I find this whole pandemic has made people spend a lot more, because sometimes it's an excuse for us to go out, get out of the house. They said, oh, let me go to the grocery store, and then you browse and you spend unwanted. And then also one of the things I am going to try out is where they say never to buy when you're hungry, because you tend to buy more stuff than you want. So maybe I am going to look at myself and see if I am actually going to the grocery store while I'm hungry. But I'm going to start babbling in. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and leave some comment down below. You know, chime in, let me know if I'm being crazy, if you think I can actually hit my goal. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.